Resistance at 32 for a while now. False break. Wait, no. RSI's at 30. Tight build up. 30 to 32. No way. Holy shit. It's coming.
Hey, it's the start of hockey playoffs, and welcome to Stock Talk Live. We're always going to get what's really happening in the financial markets, and some stocks are up, some stocks are down, but Bed Bath and Beyond is staring down that dreaded B word. Oh boy, and it's not looking good.
They've rallied over 100% in the last 3 days.
Yeah, which is
they're still under $1.
Yeah,
Still to this day, where this has been weeks now, with $1 you can get one Bed Bath and Beyond share and 3 Odyssey shares, and still have a little change left over.
Yeah. It's Bed Bath and Beyond is a great brand. It is. They need someone to come in there and just cut costs and basically streamline the stores and get their brands back to where they need to be. With the existing stores that they have. That's all they need to do. It's literally waiting for it's a white knight stock. It's literally waiting for a white knight. And if it found what?
200 mil.
Yeah, 200 million. Fucking some raider could get that. Raise that capital tomorrow. I mean, I can't, unless I hit the lotto, I'm not raising that capital tomorrow. But it's just it's a great brand, and I just think it's not going to take much to turn around that company.
Bed Bath and Beyond Twitter is a wild corner of Twitter.
Really?
Because they kind of grift off of GameStop, trying to link the two. And I mean, you should see some of the stuff these guys post is like, I put on the tinfoil with GameStop and what could Ryan Cohen's tweet really mean, and trying to make connections here and there. I mean, these people are even crazier than I am. It's unbelievable. Like, the delusion is crazy.
But that's what Twitter, I think that's the thing where, like if your stock's like, what are they trading at? $1? Not even?
Bed Bath & Beyond, they tanked after hours today. They're at like around a quarter.
All right, so
like 28 cents I saw.
28 cents? Yeah. That's Best Buy. If you're at 28 cents, you
well, they were around 48 today.
Yeah. But if you're around it's 36 now after hours according to CNBC. But like if you take a step back, if you're buying stock at like 36 cents or whatever, or the OTC stuff, that some of that stuff is trading like triple zeros, or even 4 zeros. You have to be tinfoil to freaking own that shit, because you're literally on like any press release, every little thing.
Oh, there's people on Twitter, they're like, I just dropped the $30K into Bed Bath and Beyond. When it hits $100, I'm going to be a millionaire. And it's like, you're crazy. I think it's rallying because they stopped the dilution.
Yeah, I think that. I think
now,
it's probably right.
Bankruptcy talks are on the table, like they're preparing for it.
So, yeah,
these people are nuts.
Something's
going on.
Something is going on. I mean, I
'Cause
don't think you should rally just because you stopped diluting, though. I mean, that's a positive thing. Like, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you need like earnings, you need the whole shebang.
more
I
than their
mean,
entire float traded today in volume.
really?
Yeah. I think their float's what, 600 million
That makes sense.
or total outstanding shares rather.
Yeah, that's about sounds about right. I mean, I, I mean, it says their X date for their dividend. Oh, that was 2020. Man, they haven't paid a dividend since 2020. God, how the mighty have fallen here. Yeah, the market cap's like 216 mil. Man,
I just had it. Where's shares outstanding? Yeah, 428 million.
yeah,
They traded over 800 million in volume today.
that's crazy. Especially because I mean, I can't.
What's AITX?
I have no idea. I should. I mean, what is ATX? Hold on, Festa. I gotcha. ATX. Oh, artificial intelligence technology solutions. Yeah, what's up? I mean, stocks at 0.0069. Oh, he's on the pink sheets. No wonder. But it's got decent volume. Jesus Christ. Hmm. Debt to equity. Hmm. Got 6 billion shares outstanding.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, that's the whole thing with the OTC. Is like, I'm just wondering because I don't know McFuss Daddy. Those are pink current. But I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to get pink current, then you have to uplist to the OTC. I think it's XB and whatnot. Once you hit a cent, or I think it's a cent on the thing. I mean, you might be. Yeah, I mean, you definitely could get rich. I mean, a lot of the OTC is the Wild West. You really need to know what you're doing. Like the OT, I mean, that's something we don't talk about enough. I mean, if you're trading on the OTCs, you really need to have like a full understanding of like what the fuck is going on. Because there's so many stocks on there that are just like shell companies, garbage, pump and dumps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you go on Stock Twits and read some of the like for some real estate company, someone said, "I'm glad that I had the pleasure of getting scammed with all of you. It's been a real fun ride." I mean, um, they're up at 30 cents a couple of years ago. Hmm, that's interesting. When did you when did you buy in? I'd be curious on that one.
Just for the record, I'm anti AI.
Oh, is it the Google GPT and all that shit?
Yeah,
Basically.
it's a tool, but if you let it become more than that, it's going to replace people's jobs. And I'm in the Elon Musk camp where we need to put people first, not computers.
Yeah. And also I think, I mean, some of that shit in the wrong hands could really get nasty.
The deep fakes, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 7 cent. I mean, it's a good time to average down.
Yeah.
I know we don't give out financial advice, but if you believe in it, it's probably a good time. No. And you do wonder about the regulation of the OTC pink. Like some of these, I mean, you hear like stories all the time. People losing a lot of money. In like obviously Twitter has come into play there. You know, where people are using like various bots and whatnot to pump up these stocks. I mean, some of these like some of the OTCs, like the major ones that run up like 300-400% a day. It's the same 5 people like pumping it. And their Twitter handles are just fucking awful. And I mean, if you're gonna run a burner account, like don't fight your real life battles on there. Like some guy was was talking. I forget what stock it was, but he was talking about what having like a battle about child support on there. It's probably not a good call. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. But I mean, someone's got to buy Bed Bath and Beyond. I know we keep fucking saying it on the show, but someone's got to buy them. I don't know who. Like, I wonder. Is your mic on? Hit the post.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw some tweet. Somebody was like, "I'm telling you, these people are nuts."
yeah.
Like,
Shoot.
if Ryan Cohen doesn't buy Bed Bath and Beyond, he's going to get out of GameStop. Like,
Really?
just the wildest. Where are you getting this stuff from? I'm like, how? He's the chairman of the board. He's got like 9 million shares, something.
Yeah, that's a little.
He's not just going to drop this project. No.
No, that's not how that works.
I'm telling you, the delusion is crazy. My man Short Destroyer's been going off on these grifters.
I don't know. I mean, just I don't know. I mean, some of these people, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's something in the water. I mean, maybe these people, fucking got killed by Tesla today. Did you see that? Their earnings aren't going to be so good now because they're in a price war of electric vehicles for like the 10 people who can own them. Or
Elon says it's
15.
not a price war, that they're just because of economies of scale, they're able to offer vehicles at a lower cost.
Yeah. I know the stock was getting hammered after hours. I'm pretty sure. Tesla.
Here's Short Destroyer 28 minutes ago. Quote tweeted this guy. Kevin Malone is his real name.
Yeah.
He's a financial advisor, and he's big in the meme stock community, GameStop, Bed Bath and Beyond, and
Yeah.
he posted a picture from King of the Hill. Bed Bath and Beyond is up 104% in 3 trading days. And Short Destroyer quote tweeted him, said they're down 40% since the stock pumpers tweet. Something's going on with that stock though, because 800 something million shares traded in volume today.
Yeah. You're not going to get that action unless somebody knows something's going on. I mean, obviously.
They're up 33% today, after hours down 21%. So wiped out all but 1 penny of price gain.
Yeah. What was it on? Companies having problems. I mean, not company, but today, what was it? Biden came out with the EPA thing about the electric cars. How about 67% have to be electric by 2032 or something? I don't think people.
Go ahead.
I don't think people realize how that. Well, first off, that's not going to happen. So it's just I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, hey, Ryan, Jesus.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, dude, what the? I just don't understand. I mean, I think it's a big goal. I think they're out of their fucking mind, personally. 67% electric.
I saw Unusual Whales tweeted out a stat today. Half of Americans say that their next vehicle purchase will not be electric.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean,
I cry about.
I don't know. It's random. Yeah, I did see that. I mean, I don't think anyone. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it is, honestly, McFuss Daddy. I'm definitely not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying the implications, for obviously rare earth materials. I mean, we get all this stuff from China, and it gets the cobalt to make the EV batteries gets mined in the Congo. I mean, it is a 0% chance it happens. I just think it's ridiculous that it's even being floated. I mean, there's just so much domestically that obviously we need to focus on. over this shit. You know, I mean, to be perfectly frank. You know?
I like the meme of the old guys laughing, and it's like convince them to buy electric cars and then charge more for electricity.
Oh
It's pretty
yeah,
much what's happening.
it is what's happening. I mean, anyone electric bill in the northeastern New York or even across the country, I mean, their electric bill has gone up. So like, how the fuck's this gonna work? I mean,
In the whole city, I only know of one place where there's electric car chargers,
yeah,
other than the Thruway.
I honestly don't know any in Weymouth.
I'm sure if you have a Tesla, I think it knows, like, it's programmed like
Yeah, to
where
know where they
the
are.
charge stations are. But I only know of one around town.
I'm not. I've only ridden in a Tesla once, and
Never
it
have.
was my Uber, believe it or not, outside of Lemini of all fucking places. I mean, my wife and I were, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was in no condition to do anything, never mind fucking drive. And the guy, I called an Uber, and I looked down. It was, I mean, and he came, he came bombing in as much as a Tesla can bomb in. And he goes, "Hey Rob, just like back up a little." And it came up like the DeLorean, and I was just like, all right, I'm sitting here in a fucking DeLorean Tesla at 1 o'clock in the morning outside of a Lemini. Like, all right, this definitely making sense. So I walked in and scooted in, and I mean it was a nice ride. I mean, and the gentleman was nice. I mean, he stopped off at the local convenience store, bought a shitload of goldfish, Coca Cola, and should have bought some fucking Tylenol. But what are you gonna do? But no, it was a great ride, but I don't see how I don't see Americans really shifting over anytime soon. But and also to get all that just economically, I mean, if one of those batteries goes, what is it, like 30,000?
Yeah, they're quite expensive.
Yeah. So what are we? I don't know. Uh, Breaking news: Carolina's up to nothing here for all those who care.
They're sweet at home. What did they
The
lose
Panthers?
one home game last year's playoffs?
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, what was it? No.
Yeah,
Oh
it
God.
rallied BA, and it rallied BA. You got to know when to
Yeah,
sell, buddy.
yeah, I know.
Could have made 30% on it when I gave it out. You got to know when to sell. I can't tell you when to sell.
No, not at all. We can't do a show every day. Um, no, the Panthers are, dude. They're a good team. Like, I saw all those clowns at Borelli's. You know, what is it, Nick? Frank, whatever.
hmm
Uh,
And for the record,
no.
I didn't tell anybody to buy it. I said it was an
Yeah.
attractive investment.
Oh, absolutely. We got it on tape. Live the tape. So let's slow our roll here. Okay, brother. I was like, what do you think of What do you think of the de-dollarization? Is your neighbor acting crazy again?
No, they just got home.
Oh, let's go
They're
home.
letting the dog out.
Oh, jeez.
Against property rules. Supposed to be leashed. Just let it shit in the mulch.
Oh, really? Well, what the
I came
fuck?
home and where the wired in fire alarm is, like there's a whole bird nest being built, and I'm like, everybody just walks by it, like, just let a bird build a nest here. Like, I'll take it down. Don't worry, guys. I got it.
Yeah. It's weird. I mean,
De-dollarization, we're in trouble.
yeah. No, there's no doubt we're in trouble. I mean, it's only continuing too. I mean, I think, I mean, the United States, unfortunately, is not projecting much power right now, especially with the whole Chinese spy balloons and the whole the national debt, the interest is now approaching like a fucking $1 trillion a year. You know, in other stuff that we've talked about numerous times. I mean, it's a real freaking worry. It's really being buried by the media, which is not surprising, but it's not good. I mean, the oil is now being traded in yuan, which is not. If you're looking for King Dollar, that's definitely a little concerning. I mean,
Strategic petroleum reserves are getting depleted rather than replaced.
yeah.
Saw that one on Zero Hedge today.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what they're thinking on that. To be honest with you, I mean, oil's at like $80 a barrel. They should be freaking running to freaking fill that damn thing. I mean, economically, look, if you're heading into a recession, Taiwan's freaking getting surrounded by like what, like 10 warships and like getting buzzed by like 60 planes. So let's start putting like two and two together here, boys. It's not. No, we're not going to break out in World War IV or III or II or whatever the fuck it is. But oh, we already had World War II, so World War III. It's just like I just think we need to kind of prepare, and it definitely affects you economically. I mean, if potentially Taiwan were to go down or get invaded, I mean that'd be a huge hit to the world economy. I just don't understand. It's tomfoolery.
Saw another one relating to President Biden today. And explain this to me. If you have good credit, or if you put down a higher percent when buying a home, your payments are going to be higher than someone who is taking out a high risk mortgage. This new policy he wants.
Yeah, I saw that.
Explain that to me. Doing the right thing, you get punished?
I saw that.
I don't understand the good credit part. Putting more down. What?
Yeah, it's probably one of the more backwards policies, and it definitely affects everyone because obviously, if you're, obviously you should want good credit, and obviously you should want to put as much down to lower your mortgage when you buy a house. I don't really get like what's the meaning behind it. I mean, I think
Generate sales?
Yeah, but we're hitting that point now where sure you're going to generate sales, but what else are you going to do? You're also going to. I mean, how many of these? You're hitting the whole affordability thing. Like, how many of these people who are buying or need that help can really afford it?
Right.
And who won't be?
It's almost like a policy built to help companies like BlackRock. You miss your mortgage payments and they foreclose on the house, and BlackRock buys it up.
That buys it up. Yeah. Or BlackRock, Blackstone. I mean, although I do wonder if how many of those properties right now in BlackRock, Blackstone, and other financial firms are actually getting paid, like getting paid
Sure.
like legit apartments and stuff like that. I mean, we all know. I mean, there's an article today that said credit card defaults and zero hedges. I mean, not zero hedge. Credit card defaults and foreclosures are starting up again. And we all know the regs and regulations now that you have to go through to get that legit started. So, I mean, this could just be not a tsunami, but definitely a wave. Probably in the standard areas like Illinois, New York, Arizona, Florida. I don't know.
It's happening here in Syracuse.
Yeah.
There's a guy, he wants to build like 100 houses in a suburb called Manoa and then rent them out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I helped people with that one. Syracuse.com had the story. They tweeted out the clickbait title and quick peruse the article and reply back what their cryptic title meant. Now you don't have to click on it, scumbags.
Yeah, I mean, It's I don't really get like the policy. I mean, I think this makes about as much sense as the EV thing. I mean, it's really just like regressive because if you're telling people to put down like less, less on the house, it's just
They got a high risk mortgage. Will give you more favorable payments
yeah, I
than
just
somebody
don't
with
know.
good credit and putting more down on their house. It just doesn't make sense to me.
No, not at all. I mean,
And we talked about months ago those select cities
yeah,
that were no money down if it's your first time buying a home. Like,
yeah.
what? This seems predatory.
I'd be really interested to know how those people are doing.
Yeah.
I really would. Like, I mean, I'd be really interested to know. Like to see how many of those people are actually, what's it called, doing well and whatnot. The heck was I gonna say? Uh, who's not doing well is the Colorado Avalanche. They've crushed a lot of people last night.
Not just a stock show, it's a finance show trying to help people make money.
Yeah,
And the Avs killed me last night.
the Avs
I
killed
mean,
everyone last night.
I didn't hit a single thing. I
Yeah,
had 4 different guys, their point total over. I was feeling a 6-2 game.
yeah,
So $5 on the exact score at plus 3,300, that whiffed. Had a couple big lotto ticket parlays. Those were dead.
yeah. It's
Just brutal.
yeah,
Fortunately, afternoon baseball saved me, and I'm not back because I never left.
yeah. I mean, the Avs killed a lot of people. It's a tough
Sitting at my
one.
desk hitting refresh on the action app,
Yeah,
and just yes. And they're like, "What? What?" I'm like, "I'm back, baby."
oh, yeah, yeah. I mean,
What was
just
worse was that game didn't start until after 10 p.m. And so when the game ends 3-1 and none of my picks hit and the team loses, it's just like I could have gone to bed hours ago
yeah,
and
basically.
saved myself some grief.
Yeah, I couldn't go to bed because Victoria was having a meltdown. So, I mean, I got to bed at 2, so that was nice. But, it's a cherry on the sundae. What are you going to do? I mean, shout out Jason Tatum, though, and the Cleveland for coming back, so that helped out this weekend. But, could have been more, just bad management. Come on, Robbie V. We gotta do a little better here.
I saw a guy on Twitter a couple days ago. He posted a slip, Nuggets -8, and he put
Yeah.
like 5,500 on it. I'm like, okay, I'll ride this. They won by like 30. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Nuggets are a fucking team, dude. They're a wagon. They're a good team. Um, it was weird. So, um, I think draft. I mean, if you're gonna talk financial and like whatever, I think DraftKings is they gotta step up, man. FanDuel's eating their lunch. I mean, I don't know if
I'm a
you agree.
FanDuel guy, converted.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you agree, man, but just this. I gotta give FanDuel props, especially in Mass. I mean, most of the specials that they do have been, and I realize yes, the MA special boost will they'll be gone in probably like a week, but you know they did one
They'll
on
probably
Tatum.
let him run for the playoffs,
Yeah,
I imagine.
no,
Because
yeah,
like,
but I mean,
what is there after NHL and NBA playoffs? You got
it's just
baseball.
baseball and the Revolution. Good times.
Sometimes I'll take like a random. I'll find these Twitter touts, and they give out like Korean baseball picks. They call them Wake and Cash.
Yeah,
It's kind of nice, wake up to like an extra $25 in your account, and you didn't have to do anything, like because they play at 1 a.m.
yeah, no, yeah.
Get the
That's like
picks
that.
for the next day, and I'm like, oh, account balance went up. That Korean baseball sharp.
I know, right?
I mean, I think some of these guys actually are pretty sharp on Korean baseball because, like during the pandemic, that was like what you had.
This is my thing. Well, in Florida, you had horse racing. The Gulfstream they were running, and that was the only thing to bet on. So the pick six went up to like 15 million when it didn't get hit, which is pretty hysterical. Yeah, I mean, I give FanDuel just a lot of credit because number one, I mean, I made like $70 on the Jason Tatum special boost, so I appreciate that. Well, to score 25 on Saturday. I think it was, yeah, was that game one? I can't even remember. Was it? Yeah, it was. I hope. Yeah, because he was 25 plus, and some idiot fouled him for. And thank God they did because he hit those 2 3 throws. Thanks,
Boom.
Jason. Appreciate it. And then, but no, I just think the app's better. I think the specials are a lot better. I mean, in the boosts are nice too.
They have more options on their platform.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
I mean,
they have all kinds of, because you can do like same game parlays and stuff.
Yeah.
Compared to like Caesars, I used to use Caesars. You can move the slider and like pay the extra juice for like a really seemingly easy line.
Yeah.
And parlay it in. You can't do that on Caesars, at least.
Yeah, I did. Full disclosure, I did sign up for Caesars just to get the extra the bonus. I mean, I did cash out, which is not, whatever. I mean, it's no feather in my cap, man. If you're a cashing out bonus, like that's what you should be doing, right? But I mean, and I'll look to see like what like they're offering and stuff. But some of their stuff is just like so whacked. It's like that's never going to happen. Like the Red Sox winning by 5 runs. It's like, yeah, definitely sign me up for that. After, I don't know. It's like who made that promo and how much meth did they do before they made it? No, just Barstool is pretty disappointing.
Been told that they're the worst one.
It was.
They're not live here in New York, so I can't personally attest. But like the promos that I've seen are really garbage.
The promos are garbage. The
lines aren't anything special.
No. The platform is just, people wonder why Penn stock is down, dude. It's
the Barstool difference.
Yeah, I mean that the platform's just trash. I mean, like, I'm just being serious. Like, it's just trash, dude. I mean, when you're on the scale of WinBet, that's never good. I mean, because I took them for some money too. Thanks for the free 50. I appreciate that. But I would never use them. You know what I mean? Like one thing for me for FanDuel, at least for certain games, they don't. They give you the player props and stuff like that, and at least it's like it's like options, and it beats DraftKings where they I don't know. Like DraftKings didn't even have any like masters like props or whatever.
Wow.
Like if 3 guys hit like under 70 for like the first round or like hole in one stuff like that. It's like they didn't. I mean, they had very limited. Where FanDuel, I mean, for God's sakes, I'm trying to like read it on the train. I'm like going blind.
They had all kinds. They had all kinds of lines available for the Masters specials.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know what company is under. I don't know what umbrella FanDuel is. I'm not 100% sure.
Aren't they their own thing?
Yeah, I didn't know if they're public though.
They're not. I don't think DraftKings is. Penn, of course. Just did my taxes on Monday.
Oh, nice.
So I was reminded of my Penn loss.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I had sound reasoning. I think.
Listen, you did.
Compare them to DraftKings. They don't have to spend on marketing because they own Barstool. And they get all that marketing paid for by Barstool.
I know. It's
and you look at where they ran up in 2020, they crashed like everybody else, but it went over $100. And I thought, you buy it at 60, maybe we can get a $40 gain. And
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was way wrong.
It's all right. No,
Had the reasoning.
no, definitely, and that's half the thing. I mean, like, if you're buying stocks, I mean, it's all about reasoning. Like you need.
And they were looking to buy more of Barstool. Like they own Barstool now. So I thought that was attractive.
Yeah.
A good sign that they're spending money on, buying up popular companies. Guess
No,
not.
absolutely. Yeah, I just. I mean, I don't mind DraftKings, but I just think I honestly think that Bars what's her name? Fuck. FanDuel has the best platform pound for pound.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, I signed up for DraftKings just to get the bonus, like you said, and
yeah, yeah,
not a fan. Not a fan. I'm not looking to deposit in there. And
yeah.
little bonus thing about FanDuel is I like doing the old man thing and calling all my bets my FanDuels. Yeah, I got a couple FanDuels going on that game.
I don't.
Like watching the golf.
Oh yeah, they'll go. There's a guy. There's a guy in the office. It was during the. It was during. And this is kind of how like FanDuel's popularity. So for Sox opening day, they had the Rafael Devers get a hit. Like I think it was like plus 100, whatever. So I went down where I work. They had basically in the lunchroom they had on the Sox opener. So everyone all of a sudden, we have like rotational seating, so you can sit wherever you want where I work. And I was sitting by the kitchen that day, and when Devers got up, I had the game on my computer, not like ESPN GameCast. All of a sudden, 15 people went into the freaking lunchroom to watch the at bat, and I was just like, so.
DGen.
Oh no! Well, I knew like a couple of them because they're from one of the groups in my work that would be like very like not productive. They weren't that busy then. So when it got the double, all of a sudden you had like 30 people cheering. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Little action.
One of them's like, all right, that's great. I was just like, all right, you might want to keep that to yourself, but cool. No. Yeah, I don't know. It's something.
I'm almost ready to pull the trigger on more GameStop.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to be honest with you.
It was about to touch 21 today, and I'm ready to keep averaging down.
No, you kind of have
even
to.
If it's just 5 shares.
It's always worth it averaging down. If you believe in the company, it's always worth it. Like,
pop $100 in my Fidelity.
No.
Pick up 5 shares. I still have to directly register my previous 2 buys.
Yeah, no. You'll definitely will.
Yeah, I just got to make the call.
Just got to make the call. Yeah.
And I always record calls that I make from Google Voice. I just record them here on my computer. It's not worth editing it because, I mean, every call goes the same. I haven't gotten any where they're like, "Are you sure?" Well, I've heard of some people calling to directly register shares and they get pushback, and I'd like to speak to your supervisor.
I think it's becoming such a common phenomenon that I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that anytime soon. Like I really don't.
It is a phenomenon.
I don't think I honestly don't think you're gonna have to worry, because I just think so many people are doing it. Number one, and number two, I mean, it's definitely with what's it called, Robinhood, with that whole thing, man. That was a huge catalyst. A lot of people got torched. With GME and with other things with Robinhood. So
I haven't used them since.
No, I don't think. may-
That's not true. I
Yeah.
bought some crypto through them, but it sold.
Yeah, but well, I mean, they got to be good for something, right? I mean, you can't, you know.
Like I said, I say it all the time. Their platform is nice. It's you can log
Yeah.
in with a 4-digit
Yeah.
PIN. It's sleek.
It
They
works.
don't have every ticker available like for searching, and that's unrelated to them turning off the buy button, because when they did that, you literally couldn't search for GameStop, for Best Buy, costs,
Yeah, no. I mean,
AMC, like BlackBerry, Nokia,
yeah.
Nikola, I think was another one.
Yeah.
That stock stinks. They're like
Oh,
a Tesla competitor. That stock
yeah.
stinks.
No,
I'm sure I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
When they show up on the stock picker game on MSN's Edge browser, never pick them. Never.
No, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean,
I actually had an
for
oil
God's sake.
stock. An oil stock showed up on my options, and they lost. I think it was Chevron.
Yeah. I
It was
mean,
like
oil at
$1,000 invested in Chevron. You would have lost $25.
Yeah.
Nvidia's a good one.
Yeah. No,
They're
absolutely.
usually the winner out of the two choices. Starbucks. My GameStop. They've been going down, and I think what's going on is this like phony like marriage between GameStop and AMC and Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah.
So it's almost like and I don't like any of those people that say, "Oh, well, I hold both."
Yeah.
It's you're in one or the other. Like,
Yeah,
these are
exactly.
not the same thing.
No.
AMC's diluting like crazy.
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond was diluting like crazy, and now they're looking at bankruptcy filings. These are and GameStop is a profitable business.
No, absolutely.
They closed underperforming stores. They closed a distribution center to actually streamline. You can get next day delivery for like $1.99 in a lot of cases.
No, definitely.
I mean, I sound crazy still believing in GameStop years later, but let me tell you, the Bed Bath & Beyond Twitter circle is they
just Looney Tunes.
If you think I'm a crazy person with these GameStop theories, check out Bed Bath. Do the $ BBBY.
Yeah,
they're nuts.
Yeah.
The Walter Bloomberg, Delta One, Bed Bath & Beyond revives Chapter 11 bankruptcy preparations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Short Destroyer, he's been going off on them. He hates them too.
Yeah.
And, he's like, all these people that went all in the 20s and 15s tagging me to brag about their unrealized losses going from minus 95% to minus 93%. He's confident that the rally's going to end soon. And he also gave a $31 price target for GameStop.
I mean, $31 would be definitely a significant move, and definitely we'll see.
That's up $10. They had a crazy spike this morning, and that got wiped out within 5 minutes.
Really?
Like really quick. It was between 9:30 and 10. Stock jumped 80 cents. After being down, jumped up 80 cents.
Yeah.
For like a 5% move, and then just got hammered.
Yeah.
And we got the red light on today.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe I'll buy more tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I mean,
buy it at 21. I think it goes to 30.
Oh, absolutely.
Take a 33% gain on those shares.
No. you have to. It's like take it down, you know. I mean, it's it's all about making money. You know what I mean? If you believe in something and it goes up, I mean, and the reasoning's right, you can't lose. You know, and if you can see stuff that's a little different than I mean, you can see the story before other people see it. That's even more. You know.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not like super well versed in like the Web3 and blockchain stuff, but there's like billions of dollars that are being invested into this, like for NFT gaming. I think that's super bullish. GameStop's the first one in the space.
No, absolutely.
So they've already got their marketplace up. Bullish to me.
No, definitely. Well, that concludes another.
I didn't have much else.
Yeah, that concludes another episode of Stock Talk Live. We're here for you, folks, to get you through everything. But you know what, guys? There's only one thing left to do.
Save your money.
And pump it up. Yeah.
Pump it up. See. Yeah. Oh, I got to be off next week.
All right. Well, 2 weeks, guys. Just make sure you're back here. All right.
All right. Pump it up.
Pump it up.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.